Welcome back, everyone. You may not know this, but June is National Acne Awareness Month, and people who suffer from this, it can be very frustrating, not only on your face, but also your body. So we've invited Dr. Netta Mayer from Newport Beach to come and hang out with us and help us understand what this is. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
So when we talk acne, we have to talk about the 4 different types of acne. We have comedonal acne, which are those tiny little white bumps underneath the skin, whiteheads or blackheads. We also have inflammatory acne, and that's those red, juicy pimples or zits.
Yes.
And of course, we have cystic and nodular acne, which are those deep set, juicy bumps underneath the skin that lead to severe scarring. So, how does it happen?
Yes.
Because genetics, hormones, diet all send a signal to this oil gland to get bigger. And when the oil gland gets bigger, natural bacteria fall in that pothole, and all that oil clogs the top layer of skin cells, causing boom, boom, boom underneath the skin, these juicy pimples.
And does it range in age too? Because you usually think of acne with young kids or teenagers going through puberty, but sometimes pregnant women get it.
Yes.
There's the hormones, right?
Exactly.
And then maybe stress, does that cause it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Stress causes the cortisol hormone to enlarge that sebaceous gland. So of course, when we talk the treatments, we just go back to the science. Number 1, that oil gland got too big. So what do we do to shrink it down? A good retinol.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, we use that every night to shrink down those oil glands back to normal size. And then we said number 2 was bacteria fell in that pothole. So what do? We use a nice skin sterilizer, like a benzoyl peroxide, to sterilize that top layer of skin cells so that the bacteria don't fall in. And last but not least, the science was that the pores got clogged. So what do? We want to unclog those pores with some acne pillows to help the oil dump onto the layer of the skin and not inside deep.
And these are not all prices that are super high. You can get a lot of this stuff for under $50.
Exactly.
Right?
Almost everything here is under $50.
I always wonder of like the bumps and my friends, and I've been very lucky that I don't get them, but when I do, when you feel like some big something coming on, you have a tendency, I know you're not supposed to touch it or pick it and do like that, but what are you supposed to do immediately?
You know, great question. I have to tell you, I've suffered from acne myself just like you, and the main thing to do is when you start feeling that volcano brewing, glob on some benzoyl peroxide, just a big glob every single night over the acne pimple, and then that'll help calm it down.
Okay, and then what are these products?
So these products are great because, as we said, when we talk acne, we got to talk sebaceous glands, we got to talk oil glands. And so we don't want to we want to make sure that we don't just put on more oil onto the skin.
Yes.
So water-based sunscreen, my favorite, $39, and a water-based moisturizer, $20, CVS.
So some people may not even realize they're putting oil on their face, which is causing the acne, right?
Exactly.
So,
They're using primers, they're using oily makeup, they're using essential oils. Wrong thing. Science backs it up.
Okay, and what are these? This is just, it looks like exfoliation and keeping your body clean.
Exactly. So we've talked about the science, and when we talk about products for the body, this is an Amazon silicone scrubber.
That's cool.
Yeah, I use it every day in the shower. You put on this $3.99 Trader Joe's Tea Tree body wash, scrub your body, essentially exfoliating it. And then, of course, you sterilize your skin after this with that benzoyl peroxide. Leave it on for a couple minutes. You're done.
And how do we know benzoyl peroxide? So it just says it on the
it'll say
it. Okay, so it's okay. And I am 100% a believer in what we eat affects our skin, affects our energy. Is that true?
Absolutely. Yeah. When we talk acne, of course, we talked about inflammation, inflammatory acne. So the best foods for acne: anti-inflammatory diet. My favorite, antioxidants. They're water on the fire of inflammation. Berries are chock full of antioxidants, and they help reverse the inflammation of acne. And of course, we said dairy and sugar stimulates acne.
Yes.
So instead of dairy milk, good old oat milk or almond milk is what the trick is. And then when we talk supplements for acne, we really want to have our patients start a really good probiotic. My favorite is that Garden of Life, because when we restore the good bacteria in our bellies, then what happens is it negates the negative effect of the bacteria on the skin.
All right, so staying away a little bit from dairy, I think, is key if you're inflamed.
Yes, and sugar.
And sugar. a little harder than
Yes, and
scent.
dairy. That's why instead of dessert, I'm telling you, bowl of
Yes.
berries.
All right, good. Great to see you. Great advice. We really appreciate it. And if you want to find out more information, you can check out Dr. Netta Mayer there on Instagram. Also, she's down in Newport Beach if you want to check her out at her office. I've been there years ago, 100 years ago.
Yeah, it was so good to see
Yeah,
you
it's
again.
good to see you after all these years.